Physical changes and chemical changes. Before starting the lecture, click on the subscribe button and get access to our 100 of conceptual lectures for free. Firstly, let me teach you that what is physical changes. Well, consider a bottle made up of glass. Let this bottle falls and breaks up into several small pieces. We say that change has occurred in the system because the bottle changed its shape and size. We know that each and every piece of the bottle is still glass or made up of glass. Even though the glass changes shape and size when it breaks, it doesn't form a new substance. So this is an example of physical change. The second example of physical change is cutting vegetables. You just change its shape and size. The vegetables still retain their original properties. You do not get something new or a new substance. So cutting a vegetable is also an example of physical change. Thirdly, adding sugar into water. When you add sugar into water, you get a mixture. The sugar crystals dissolves in the water, thereby changing their shape and size. But sugar crystals still retain their properties in the water like sweetness. Secondly, we do not get a new substance when we dissolve sugar in the water. Thus, adding sugar in the water is an example of physical change. So from these three examples, we learn that when changes only occur in the shape and size of an object and we do not get any new thing or new substance due to this change, we call such type of changes as physical changes. Now let me also teach you some common process in which physical changes occur, like change of states of matter. For example, melting. We know that when ice converts into water, it is known as a melting. It is a physical change because each and every molecule of the ice is made out of one carbon atom and two hydrogen atoms, while each and every molecule of the water is also one oxygen atom and two hydrogen atoms. Thus, in melting process, we do not get a new substance. Hence, it is also a physical change. The second process is boiling. During boiling, water is converted into steam or gaseous state. No new substance is formed. Thus, it is a physical change. The third process is freezing. We know that during freezing, water converts into ice. No new substance is formed. Thus, it is also a physical change. Therefore, remember that melting, boiling, freezing, etc. are all different processes in which physical changes occur. Now, what is chemical changes? Well, consider the burning of wood. We know that when we burn wood, we get ash. In chemistry, we know that wood is organic materials and it is mainly made out of carbon and hydrogens. That is why it is also known as a hydrocarbon. Burning organic material is known as a combustion. When we burn wood in the presence of oxygen, we get carbon dioxide and water. Thus, burning of wood results in the formation of new substances like carbon dioxide and water. We call this change as chemical change because hydrocarbon is converted into carbon dioxide and water. The second example of chemical change is digestion. During digestion, complex molecules are converted into new and simpler substances in the presence of enzymes. For example, carbohydrate is converted into glucose. The third example of chemical change is respiration. During respiration, glucose in the presence of oxygen is converted into carbon dioxide plus water. Thus, burning of food, digestion, respiration, etc. are the process in which chemical changes occur. This was all about physical changes and chemical changes.